Welcome to the Misha Wilson Show, where we show you how to create massive success online so you can enjoy the lifestyle of your wildest dreams.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Misha Wilson here, coming at you from my home here on the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii, for another episode of Marketing with Misha. Now, today's question might be very basic for a lot of kind of more veteran marketers out there, but it's actually a question that I wanted to answer because it's something that I kind of always wondered and something that kind of held me up when I was first getting started online. And that is the question of what is your quote unquote target market, all right? The word market gets thrown around a lot by a lot of the better marketers out there, and it becomes kind of one of those things that I think it's hard for the person who's brand new to kind of more or less wrap their mind around, all right? Now, when I was first getting started, just like most everybody in the online world, I got nowhere fast very quickly. The first 9 months, I got myself just about $10,000 in debt, $9,755 in debt, got evicted from 2 different houses, had to move halfway across the country from my home here on Maui, Hawaii to live in Las Cruces with my buddy to try to afford to pay the little, $380 rent bill when my online business was just kind of struggling to get kind of more or less off the ground, right? So I, by no stretch of the imagination, was just a complete and total natural with online marketing when I first got started. I think I'd actually be the antithesis of what you'd consider to be a natural. I just kind of more or less stuck with it. And I remember really one of the most freeing moments in my entire journey, one of the moments where I felt like I had the most power, and one of the moments that kind of gave me the most confidence in my actual journey was when I really gained kind of more or less affinity and just kind of a really deep understanding for who my actual target market was and what they actually want. All right. And it was one of those moments that I remember way back when as being one of the moments that I kind of had that feeling deep down where it's like, okay, I got this. I have, half a chance in hell of somehow making this thing work, right? And up until that point, I'd learned about traffic. I'd learned about sales funnels. I'd learned about, all the different systems that you're supposed to have set up, but I still didn't really understand how everything worked together to really drive profits for me and my business, right? So not to dumb it down, but just to kind of put in different terms and kind of more or less language that you probably understand, your target market is just simply the group of people who you're going to be selling your products and your services to. All right. So the only way we make money in business is if we bring value to a marketplace. The only way we can bring value to a marketplace for the most part is to sell products and services to a certain group of people that are, of course, valuable. Now, your target market in of itself is simply the group of people who you're going to be selling your products and your services to. So it's just simply a group of people who have certain wants, who have certain needs, who have certain desires, who have certain dreams, who have certain pains that your product can help, bring them from a state of, in pain, suffering, not happy, to a state of, being happy, hitting their goals, whatever it may be. So as an example, let's say you have some sort of, personal workout program that you're selling to people. Your target market would be people trying to lose weight or people trying to build muscle. So specifically, your target market for the most part, all it is a group of people, who have certain desires, certain pains, certain wants, certain needs, like I just mentioned, that your product and your service can actually fulfill and really kind of help, bring them from a state of pain to, of course, a state of pleasure, provide value to them in some way, shape, or form. Now, the single biggest thing that I need you to understand is that one of, the biggest aha moments that I had in my own personal journey, and one of the biggest aha moments that you'll have in your own personal journey, is when you take the time to get crystal clear on who your actual target market is, the group of people that you really want to target in your journey and sell your products and services to. And then when you get crystal clear on what those people really want, all right? So it's one of those things where you can be the best salesman in the world, you can be the best copywriter in the world, you can get, extremely good at shooting these videos like I'm doing right now, you can get extremely good at every single tactical thing in your business out there, but if you don't focus on just getting crystal clear on who you're actually selling your products to or trying to sell your products to and exactly what they want, it's going to be difficult, all right? Because the truth of the matter is that if I know, that you want, if you're a starving, let's say vegan in the middle of a desert, chances are that you'll pay premium price for, let's say, an avocado, right? Where if I come to you and you're the starving vegan out in the middle of the desert, you haven't eaten for 3 or 4 days, and I offer you the best steak in the world at, let's say, a 75% discount, even though it's the best steak in the world, even though it's a 75% discount, and even though most people would rather have that steak based on the fact that the offer isn't right for the person, the person who makes up, of course, the target market. That person isn't going to take action. That person isn't going to take you up on that offer to go ahead and grab that steak, all right? Where on the flip side, you can offer that avocado at premium price or, 2 times or 3 times, maybe 10 times as much, compared to what you usually charge for that avocado. And just the simple fact that person is starving out in the middle of the desert will compel them enough to, take that action and purchase your product, purchase your service, and go ahead and make that exchange of value, with you and your business. So get crystal clear on who your actual target market is. Once again, your target market is simply the group of people who you're kind of more or less trying to sell your products and services to. Get crystal clear on what those people want, and then it just becomes your job to go ahead and give them what they want with your product and with your service.